up you guys, this is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Daily Grind, I am begging for your forgiveness because y'all know Mama was busy taking out the trash for the last few days, and I am absolutely late to the party, but we are going to be discussing the Chains of Harrow teaser site. So if you guys haven't already checked it out, it is available at warframe.com, and you should see like a little thing up at the top of the screen where you can go ahead and click on it, and we have confirmation that yes, he is coming next week, thank God, because it is the week before I leave for TennoCon, and it gives me some time to review him, maybe play the quest, do all the weapons, which we are actually going to be taking a look at today. Now, first and foremost, I did want to point out something in the corner, so if you actually see this little thing over here, we have the new Rel comic. And this is actually a 9-page comic. It's completely available now if you haven't already like read it and checked up on it. And it has to do with the kids on the Zeramon? Whatever, the ship that all of the children were on. So you can go ahead and read that. I personally felt like it was a really quick read. I was like, it's 9 pages, but I feel like it was a short story. Regardless, we want to move on to this little thing over here, which is showing us all of Harrow's abilities. It's kind of like a little preview clip, and the one thing that I want to point out that I think is absolutely fantastic is that Pablo did an amazing job with a lot of the UI stuff. We have a lot of feedback. As you can see down the side of the screen, we're no longer going to have the scroll at the bottom of the screen for things like energy restored and pickups and whatnot. It looks like it's actually going to come through the side of the screen, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you watched it on the last prime time, the really interesting thing that you are going to end up seeing is that all of the UI aspects for Harrow are actually going to match your energy color. And I thought that was absolutely badass. So as you can see up on the screen right now, it's like 50 healed, 60 healed. It actually gives you some nice feedback on screen as to all of the things that are happening with Harrow's abilities. And you kind of see like that cool insignia, that takes on the color of your Warframe. Or not your Warframe, but your energy color. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. They also changed a couple of things with the chain effects on him. Like if you take a look, actually if you scroll down just a little bit further, you can actually see all the descriptions of his abilities. So the Condemn ability, which has all the cool chains, they changed that effect up big time, and it looks really cool because it actually tethers, if you saw that, to the surrounding terrain. And I was like, oh my god, it looks so sick, and I am so freaking excited. I cannot wait. Alright, so moving down a little bit lower, we have the Chains of Harrow Quest, and the interesting thing that I really need to point out on this one, this is like the big kind of flashing banner that you really need to pay attention to, is the fact that you will have to have completed the War Within and have cleared up to Mott's on the star chart. So make sure that you get both of those done. So it'll appear in the codex for those who have completed the War Within and unlocked Mott. So you'll get it automatically as soon as you log in, as long as you fulfilled those criteria. That's the word for it. Alright, so the next thing that is going to be available to us with this new update is that we will be able to dual wield thrown melee weapons and secondary weapons. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure like how this is going to affect my gameplay. I don't really think that it's going to do too much for it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It'll be something that I play around with, but I don't necessarily know if it's like, ooh, this is a thing that I've been asking for. It'll be interesting. You guys let me know in the comments below if this is something that you're looking forward to, because I don't know, I'm not aboard the hype train on this one. This is not what I bought the hype train ticket for. Moving along, we've got previews of all of the Earth Remastered stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it all looks cool, it all looks nice, it all looks pretty. I don't really have too much to say about it. However, the one thing that I do want to point out is we are gonna get that cool, I like to call him Jellyface guy, which is Nox. This one's gonna be really interesting to fight because I feel like it's gonna be kind of strange because you are literally gonna have ticking time bombs attached to you if you are not like paying attention to what's happening. So this is gonna kind of like change things up a bit because it looks like all of the damage that he's doing is toxin based. So you are really gonna want to watch your health. And I know that there's a lot of people that maybe only play with redirection, or they just don't do too much with their survivability slots. But for Grineer troops, and I think, you know, this might just be found on Earth. I'm actually looking at it now. They don't say specifically that it's on Earth. I don't know how widespread this is going to be, but I mean, if you have like a toxin based enemy that is literally flying blobules of explosiveness at you, you number one are gonna want to run away from your friends because your friends are gonna be pissed at you. Regardless, I'm wondering, you know, whether we're gonna find him outside of Earth or not. It might be a cool challenge if he's not just on Earth and we find him in some of the higher level missions, but that will remain to be seen. Now we're gonna jump onto melee Riven mods, and this I really want you guys to chime in on because I'm gonna be frank with you, unless these mods are absolutely amazing, a lot of my melee builds are already extremely tight, so part of me is kind of like, I don't know where I'm gonna fit you. I don't know if you're gonna be worth it to me to have you in. The only thing that I could possibly think of in my head is if like I got a melee Riven that had both like cold and toxin damage all at the same time, so it's kind of like I could save myself a slot if I was trying to proc viral. I don't know. I think it's gonna be extremely niche for melee Riven mods. With secondaries and primaries, a part of me is like, well, there's certain builds where you can make space for certain things and you can replace certain things with other things if they were slightly better, but I don't know. I feel like melee mods are very powerful as it currently stands. So let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. I'm very curious. Alright, so now on to the juicy stuff. The 2 new weapons that are going to be releasing with Harrow, and these I am very excited about. It sounds like the Nell is going to be very similar to the dual Toxicist, as headshots will turn this pistol into a rapid fire critical damage fiend that uses no ammo. I feel like it's the exact same mechanic that we had with the dual Toxicist, except in a single mode, basically. Now, if we look at the stats, it's got a high critical chance. Its critical multiplier is kind of meh. I wonder if that's going to be affected by the buff at all. Hopefully, they will give us the stats for that. I'm crossing my fingers. Note that the status is really low on this too, so I'm kind of like, that effect is really gonna have to be a good kicker. It does seem to have a good base damage, but it's got like very little slash to it. Not that that really matters because it doesn't have any status to kind of go along with it, but what's really kind of, you know, I'm a little panicked because of the fact that its critical multiplier is only 1.5 times. Note that it does have a little thingy at the bottom that says these are test balance stats, so they are still subject to change, hopefully up to a 2.0 damage multiplier. Alright, so now we are on to the juicy baby, which is the Scourge. This one I am very much looking forward to, and it's mainly because of the fact that it's got 60 corrosive damage, so it's built-in corrosive damage. Alright, you see me? It's got 30% status chance. We can get, I believe we can get that up to 100%. And, okay, the description is, it blasts with corrosive plasma projectiles. When we were looking at it on the dev stream, it looked to have like an explosion radius to it. So it might have a small AoE with the plasma blasts that we could possibly push corrosive and viral on. Are you seeing where I'm going with this? We could strip armor, half health. That would be pretty sexy. Of course, this is just me theory crafting. This is just speculation, but it's corrosive damage that is built in. The corrosive damage is a little bit low for me. We'll see what happens. However, as you can see here, we do have the ability to plant it, like javelin it, because it is a spear gun, and it will bullet attract bullets to enemies' heads, which actually synergizes perfectly with Harrow, and I'm really excited about. Again, this thing's got a low critical chance, so that's not really something that we need to focus on. It's really the status that is gonna do the main meat of it. So we strip the enemies down, we half their health, and then we start getting that head. So I'm really excited about that. And the last little bit that I am not excited about at all is just the Knave. Like, I didn't even do an edit. Like, I didn't do a jump edit for this at all, if you noticed that. It's a ribbon, I guess. It's a thing that works. I'm probably not going to use that. I'll probably use, like, the Replica Donna on it or something. I don't know. I think that the Telos Donna will actually look good on him, but that's pretty much what I use on everything. So that wraps up the teaser site. The last thing that I did want to point out is, if you see here, the Prime Vault, which is going to be the brute force pack, oh my god, I can't talk, that is going to be releasing both Mag and Rhino. There's still no confirmation. Like, they asked about it on the dev stream, whether Targus Prime would be releasing With Mag, they did not say yes, they did not say no, but I guess we will find out in 2 days, which I believe is this upcoming Tuesday. Right now it's like 1 a.m.-ish, so I really don't know what day I'm in. Regardless, they're coming, so hopefully you're ready with all of your Syndicate medallions stocked up. Maybe you farmed up all of your Syndicate standings so you can go ahead and spam all of those relics in order to get yourself some Mag Prime parts and some Rhino Prime parts and all of that cool stuff. Or maybe you're going to buy the set so that you can get all of the accessories that come along with it. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers for you guys, Targus Prime. So that pretty much does it for this episode. Thank you for letting me be a little bit more relaxed and kind of chilled out on this one. As you guys know, it's been a crazy couple days, especially if you follow me on Twitter. I had to do a little throat ripping here and there. Regardless, as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, unless they're dumbasses on Twitter or Reddit. And touch yo body. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.